Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I am Fiber Fox Studios. Welcome to Mosaic Monday. Today we are going to work on pattern number 64. I am also calling it lilac since that is what this is supposed to be, a lilac flower. I just want to remind everybody down in the description box you're going to find your row start times, project ideas, and links to the how-to playlist, which has a lot of helpful information on it and different things that you may need to know. And I of course link the crochet hook that I use in the video. This one right here is a Nelson Wood hook, or the main hook that I use, and you will find a link to his shop down in that description box. There's a link to my Etsy shop down in the description as well, and you can purchase the chart set with the written row repeats. It does include the full and half flower designs, but please remember you never ever have to purchase anything. I will be teaching you the entire pattern in this video. To get started, you are going to need to select at least 2 colors of yarn, your favorite crochet hook. To get started, you are going to chain in the multiple of 16 in color A as many times as you would like. When you reach your desired size, if you are going to work flat, you are going to add 4 more chains to the end of your chain count. If you are going to work in the round, you are simply going to chain only in the multiple of 16, and then you will be slip stitching to the first chain that you made to form a ring, and then you will begin working the repeats given in the video in that same stitch that you slip stitch into. For me and for many of you, we're going to be working flat today, so we're going to begin row 1 now. And to begin row 1, all we need to do is skip the first chain from our hook and move into that second chain, working a traditional single crochet. So all that means is we're going to go completely in the stitch under the V at the start of the row in our very first stitch to do this traditional single crochet. Sometimes this is called a border stitch on other patterns. So now we're going to work our repeat for our row, which is very simple. It's a back loop only single crochet in all of our stitches except for the last stitch of the row. So to work a back loop only single crochet, all we are doing is going in to the back loop one side of the stitch. So picking up just one loop like that. And now we single crochet from here just like normal. So the only thing that makes this different is the position of the stitch, the fact that we're picking up back loop only. As you work this pattern, all of our repeat stitches, when they are single crochets, they are always worked in the back loop only, and all of our double crochets are worked dropping down, picking up the front loop that's left by doing these back loop only single crochets. I will show you all of that as we move along. But for row 1, you're going to finish on up by working your back loop only single crochet in all of your stitches, and then meet up with me when you have only 1 stitch left. We are now here at the end of the row and you have 1 stitch left. So all of our row ends are worked exactly as I'm about to show you. Your final stitch of the row is always worked as a traditional single crochet. So just like we did back there on the start of the row, but we want to make sure that we're getting into our complete stitch here at the end, and then we single crochet like normal from there. Now we're going to have to bind off. So to bind off, this is how I recommend that you do it. We are going to be chaining up 2, 1, and 2. And now we clip our yarn and we're going to cinch down and form a little knot here at the end of our row to keep everything together and nice and tight. So clip the yarn and then let's do our little cinch down. So as you can see, we've got these 2 chains here. We're going to place our thumb and index directly above those 2 chains, and we're going to grab the tail with our other hand, and we are going to push down on these chains as we pull up on our tail. So that is all we have to do to form that little knot here at the end of the row. So now we're going to be working row number 2, and we need to join on this time with color B. And I'm about to show you how you will join on your yarn every single row. So you select your color B, and then we are going to return back here to the first stitch of the row, making sure that we ignore this little side bump. That's our turning chain that we use to start row 1. So we're going to scoot that down out of the way, and you will see that that leaves you your very first V stitch. We're going to go underneath that V, or first top of the stitch where you can see the V. You guys understand what I mean. So we go completely into the stitch. Now we are going to take our color B and lay that over our hook, and we want to pull up a loop. Now we're going to chain 1, grabbing the tail and working yarn. Now we can allow our tail to fall down out of our way, and we go back into that same exact stitch, into the complete stitch, and we just finish out our traditional single crochet like normal from there. So we join on, going into the complete stitch at the beginning of the row, and then we bind off and end our row the exact same way, doing the same traditional single crochet at the row end. So now we're going to work our repeat for row number 2, which is exactly like row 1. We are going to place a back loop only single crochet in all of our stitches. For the rest of the pattern, I am going to refer to these just simply as single crochets, and you'll know that when you're working a repeat, it is back loop only for these single crochets. So we're going to finish up. You will then do your row end with your traditional single crochet and bind off. So we will meet up for row 3 whenever you are ready. Row 3 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row number 3 begins with 1 double crochet. So I'll show you how we work all of our double crochets throughout the pattern. You're going to wrap your yarn just like normal, but then we identify the very next stitch, and then we slide directly down, picking up this front loop that we have left by doing those back loop only single crochets. So now that we have that front loop up, we are going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop, and then grab and pull through 2, grab and pull through 2. Each double crochet that we work in the pattern takes up 1 stitch back here on this row. So you can fold this double crochet back, and you will see there's our 1 stitch that we're using, we're covering. So we cover, and then we know this is our very next stitch. Our repeat continues with 1 single crochet worked into the very next stitch, 13 double crochets across these next 13 stitches. So again, wrap, and then we identify, slide directly down, pick up that front loop. So there's our first double crochet. Here is number 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we will end the repeat by working 1 single crochet into this very next stitch. So that ends the repeat. Let's recap it. Row number 3's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 13 double crochets, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you're going to repeat that exact set of stitches over and over until you reach your row end, and we'll work the row end together. I'm going to work this repeat with you one more time for those of you who are new. So we are going to begin the repeat again. So this is how you continue to work now. So row 3's repeat begins with 1 double crochet. So right here, very next stitch, we work our double crochet. 1 single crochet into the very next, 13 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So as you can see, this is what your work will look like as you work on down your row. You'll have where the pattern is meeting up, you have those 2 little squares, and then a lot of double crochets. So now we are going to work our row end. This is how you will be working all of your row ends. At the end of every single row, you will find that you have 2 stitches left, 1 and 2. In the second to last stitch right here, we're going to restart our repeat for 1 stitch, that one. And then we already know that we traditional single crochet here into the very last stitch of the row. So for row 3, our repeat begins with a double crochet. So that is what we will work here in the second to last stitch. So 1 double crochet, and then traditional single crochet into the final stitch and bind off. We'll meet up in just a moment for row number 4. Row 4 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 4 begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 13 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. One double crochet will end our repeat. So let us recap it. Row number 4 repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 13 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches on down your row, and then we will meet up when you are ready for row 5. Row 5 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 5's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll end the repeat with 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that ends our repeat. So let's recap it. Row number 5's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 5 double crochets, and we end with 5 single crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me when you're ready for our next row. Row number 6 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row number 6 repeat begins with 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we'll end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 6 repeat began with 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you're going to repeat that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 7. Row number 7 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row number 7 begins with 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, don't split your yarn, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will end our repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap. Row number 7's repeat began with 2 double crochets, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 8. Row 8 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 8's repeat begins with 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and we will end with 1 single crochet. So let's recap it. Row number 8's repeat began with 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row number 9. Row number 9 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row number 9's repeat begins with 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we will end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap what we have done. Row number 9's repeat began with 2 double crochets, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 10. Row 10 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 10 begins with 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and we will end the repeat with 2 single crochets. 1 and number 2. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 10's repeat began with 3 single crochets, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, and 2 single crochets ends that repeat. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 11. Row 11 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row number 11 begins with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we end the repeat with 2 double crochets. 1 and number 2. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 11's repeat began with 3 double crochets, 11 single crochets, and we end with 2 double crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row number 12. Row 12 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 12 begins with 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 12's repeat began with 7 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end with 6 single crochets. So you will continue to work that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 13. Row 13 begins now and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row number 13 begins with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 11 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we will end the repeat by working 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. So let's recap what we've done. Row 13's repeat began with 3 double crochets, 11 single crochets, 2 double crochets. So keep working that exact set of stitches and we'll meet up for row 14. Row 14 begins now and we are working in color B. Row 14's repeat begins with 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 2 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, and let's recap it. So row 14's repeat began with 3 single crochets, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, and we end with 2 single crochets. So you're going to keep repeating that exact set of stitches, and then we will meet up when you're ready for row 15. Row 15 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row 15 begins with 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 double crochet to end our repeat. All right, let's recap it. Row number 15's repeat began with 2 double crochets, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, and then we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me when you're ready for row 16. Row 16 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row 16 begins with 2 single crochets. 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and we will end the repeat by working 1 single crochet. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 16's repeat began with 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet ends that repeat. So you're going to keep working that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 17. Row 17 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 17's repeat begins with 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2. 6 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let us recap it. Row number 17's repeat began with 2 double crochets, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 18. Row 18 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 18's repeat begins with 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So let's recap. Row 18's repeat began with 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you're going to keep working that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 19. Row 19 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row 19 begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. So let's recap it. Row 19's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 5 double crochets, and we end with 5 single crochets. So you will keep working this exact set and meet up with me for row 20. Row 20 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 20's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 13 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we will end our repeat with 1 double crochet. All right, let's recap. Our repeat for row 20 began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 13 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So continue to work that exact set, and we will meet up for row 21 in just a moment. Row 21 begins now, and it is our final row. We are working in color A. Our repeat for row 21 begins with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 13 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I could quit splitting my yarn. 10, 11, 12, and 13. And we will end our repeat by working 1 single crochet here in this very next stitch. So let's recap. Our repeat for row number 21 began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 13 double crochets, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me one last time to talk about how you can grow your project. Okay, noise in the background is my AC. I've suffered through the whole video with the AC off. I'm sweating, so y'all gonna have to deal with it for this last little bit. It has to be on. So we have completed row 21 at this point, and my swatch here, it represents 2 repeats wide, 1 repeat tall. And you would, if you want to repeat this and keep growing, doing the stacked flower look to your project, you know, use it multiple times, going up and up and up, you would rewind back to row number 2, and you're going to repeat rows 2 through 21 as many times as you would like. And then when you have built it out to the size that you want, you will just end at row 21, and you can do a row of either slip stitch or back loop only single crochet up here at the very top in color A to kind of thicken up this last bit here, the last row, and make it look more like this one down here where we started. So that slip stitch or a back loop single crochet across the row to finish out as your very, very final row when you're done using the actual pattern itself. And hopefully you have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please make sure that you leave me a comment down below. That helps my channel out quite a bit to have those thumbs ups and the comments. That's really good for me, so if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.